We're presently at Wilmot outside Ebor in northern New South Wales. And this is about a 4,500 acre property. We're about 1,250 metres elevation, 1,200 millimetres of rainfall, so very high rainfall, very high elevation, a cool climate. Yeah, so we first started really paying attention to soil carbon in about 2016 or 17 when we'd started to accumulate a fair amount of data on our soil across the two farms that we owned at that point. And we were seeing through a change in grazing management and an intensification of our grazing, an increase in our soil carbon levels in the top 15 centimetres. Those changes were not relative to rainfall, they were improving in dry years just as much as they were in wet years. So alongside the intensification of grazing, what's been really critical has been installation of reticulated water systems across all our farms where we can put water where we need it. That has certainly been the most expensive from a capital works perspective. But then we can design our paddock system around that to optimise our grazing, make sure that we're evenly grazing all areas of the farm, that we've got a sufficient number of paddocks to be able to get our rest period as close to where we need it at any given time. So that helps us convert our feed budgeting into grazing plans, adjust our rest period, understand our stocking rate relative to our carrying capacity at any given time. So our role at Wilmot Cattle Company through this High Impact Partnership grant will really be to support and mentor other participating landholders. Many of them I know, others I'm yet to meet, but I'm excited by that opportunity to help them run a successful carbon project over the next 3 years so that we see greater uptake. Hopefully they can then demonstrate to their community that these soil carbon projects can be successful. On paper it's a relatively simple process, but in reality it's incredibly complex. There's an enormous amount of paperwork to get registered, etc. The key thing is that registering a soil carbon project doesn't mean you will build soil carbon. You must implement the practice change, and so think very carefully about what practice change it is that you'll implement. The benefits we're seeing from a farming perspective has been more resilience in our pastures and our soil health, and we're seeing that ecosystem rebuild, regenerate, restore over time. And that all starts from our soil health, and carbon is such a good indicator of our soil health and our soil function.